Dr. Mindy here, and on this video, we're going to go into 5 science-backed reasons that you're going to want to put vinegar back into your diet. And it's specifically apple cider vinegar, but there are a lot of great vinegars out there, and the science is showing us we may want to add this in to our diet on a regular basis, not just for overall health, but specifically weight loss. So if you're new to my channel, I just want to say welcome. I'm a woman on a mission to get the whole world metabolically healthy, so I'm super happy you're here. Just hit the subscribe button and notification bell, and let's dive in. Okay, so I'm going to go through 5 different reasons you want to add vinegar back in. All 5 of these were done on apple cider vinegar, so that's going to be the vinegar that I really recommend that you bring in. Although all vinegar has some of these benefits, the science has just been done a lot on apple cider vinegar. So here are the 5. The first 2 are all around your gut microbiome. So the first one that's really relevant, especially for those of you that are working with building a fasting lifestyle, is that apple cider vinegar is high in polyphenols. So remember, if you read Fast Like a Girl, I really lay out how important a diet that is rich in what I call the 3 Ps. For polyphenol, probiotic, and prebiotic foods. The reason that that is important is those are the foods that feed your microbiome. So when we put apple cider vinegar into our diet, we're feeding the good microbes. Now, what's interesting about that is, remember, those of you that are fasting, especially when you go into the longer fasts, like 24-hour fasts, you are changing the terrain on the inside of your gut, giving a great opportunity for the good microbes to grow. So think about using apple cider vinegar. Maybe you could do it in a drink, you could do it in a salad dressing, in that meal that you add back in after a longer fast. Because the fast itself is going to help to balance out the terrain on the inside of your gut. But then when you add the meal with apple cider vinegar, you're going to grow all these good bacteria. Now, to take this knowledge that I want you to embrace around how important this step is that when we grow the good bacteria, those bacteria, there's actually a connection from your small intestine to your liver that are going to help your liver make better ketones, more ketones, and burn more fat. So let's make this applicable to you. You're building your fasting lifestyle. Maybe you're not getting into ketosis as much as or as deeply as you would like. Maybe you're not losing weight as quickly as you would like. Well, let's lean into those longer fasts, and then let's make sure that when you break your fast, you're putting apple cider vinegar on whatever that meal is, so we can regrow good bacteria that are going to have a long-term benefit to you in your ketogenic weight loss efforts. Okay. Second thing I want you to know about apple cider vinegar that is backed by science is that it shows that it actually kills the bad bacteria. Now, the study I'm going to link here says more about E. coli, that apple cider vinegar has been known to kill E. coli. So if we take these first 2 steps, it increases polyphenols, which is going to grow the good, and it kills E. coli, which is going to kill the bad. And then we pair that with some of these longer fasts, you now have this crazy tool to reset your microbiome, not only leading to better weight loss, but remember, the microbiome, the good bacteria also makes you B vitamins. It also is going to make you neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, for better mental health. So it also impacts your immunity. So it's such a simple tool paired with a fasting lifestyle that can have this profound effect on your microbiome. Okay, third one. This is for those weight loss people. Let's dive into insulin sensitivity and really talk about what apple cider vinegar can do here. This was really interesting to me, is that apple cider vinegar improves insulin sensitivity specifically after a high carb meal. So check this out. This is a really cool way for you to use this tool, is that 60 minutes post high carb meal. I know you all are going to ask me, what's a high carb meal? I mean, we all have a little different variation. The study didn't say what the high carb meal was, but to me, a high carb meal is something that's like 150 grams of carbohydrates or more. That would be net carbs. So let's use the principles I teach you in Fast Like a Girl. On our hormone feasting days, if you want to keep glucose up, but you want to be able to make sure that glucose is getting into your cells through increasing insulin sensitivity, could we use apple cider vinegar, specifically 2 tablespoons post high carb meal, to be able to start to increase insulin sensitivity so that your body can use that glucose more efficiently? I personally love that as a tool. The second part of this, another study that I found, showed that 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar at night before you go to bed resulted in a 4% drop in your fasting blood sugar at night. So those of you that are waking up with the dawn effect, which you're getting these high amounts of glucose in the morning, or if you're seeing a lot of liver dumping of glucose at 2 in the morning, which I talked a lot about here on my channel around fasting, what if you just take 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and you drink it before you go to bed? That's going to help even out your blood sugar levels so you wake up with a lower fasting blood sugar reading, which is great, which is moving you towards the fat burning place that you want to be with your fasting lifestyle and help you burn fat quicker. So I like that idea. So we now have, it's going to improve the microbiome. It's going to change the terrain in our gut so we can move into ketosis a little deeper. We also now have that after a high carb meal, we can use apple cider vinegar to bring make better insulin sensitivity in our body. And now we can use it before dinner to bring our fasting blood glucose down for the morning. I mean, we're already at like a really good, vast amount of reasons to be doing apple cider vinegar, but I'm not done. Let's keep going. Fourth point is that studies have shown that after a high carb meal, when you do apple cider vinegar, that they're finding that people were getting full quicker. So this is for my people who are like, oh, I'm like learning to fast, and all of a sudden I go to bring food back into the equation, and all of a sudden I just eat and eat and eat, and I can't control myself. Okay, well, if we want to increase fullness in a high carb meal, what science is showing us is that 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar resulted in a 200 to 250 calorie decrease in the amount of calories that you eat when you bring apple cider vinegar into the picture. That's pretty big. I mean, so now we're increasing fullness just by adding apple cider vinegar in. We're getting better insulin sensitivity, and we're changing the microbiome. But that's not it. That's not the end. I'm not ending there. Okay, have you been watching my videos and you're like, I don't know how to put this stuff all together? You might need my fasting lifestyle free course. I'll teach you exactly how to do it. Just click on the link above. It'll take it to you, and it's absolutely free. My gift to you. The fifth point here, which is really interesting because it was done on a long-term view, 12 weeks. What they did is they took 2 groups and they reduced their calorie intake by 250 calories over 12 weeks. And they wanted to see what happened to these 2 groups. But one group, they added in, again, I don't know what it is about 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, but they added in 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And they found that the group that added in these 2 tablespoons, plus they decreased calories, they saw a greater loss in their hip circumference. So they're losing weight around their hips. They also saw their total BMI go down, but also their triglycerides go down and their HDLs go up. So those of you that are looking as you're building this fasting lifestyle and you're starting to see that your cholesterol's going up, okay, well, let's start adding in long-term 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and let's see if that has a long-term effect on your triglycerides and the elevation of your HDLs. Those of you that are trying to lose weight, especially around your hips, okay, let's start to add 2 tablespoons in and see if we can lose that weight around your hips. And then just for overall BMI, I know a lot of you that are trying to get pregnant and you've been told by your doctor that your BMI is too high and you're never going to get pregnant, or those of you who are really struggling with just overall maybe cardiovascular health and your doctor has said lower your BMI, why don't we just add 2 tablespoons in of apple cider vinegar over the long haul? So 12 weeks. So that is impressive science. And some of these studies I'm going to link are small. You can go check, those of you that are science hounds, go check that out. And some of these studies are a little bit bigger. A little bigger sample size, but nevertheless, those are 5 reasons to bring vinegar back into your diet. So a lot of nuance there. I wanted to make sure that you all know this. I know this is a very popular conversation. I wanted to take this research and map it to what I'm teaching you with a fasting lifestyle. So if you've had those results, please, we're a community here. If you've had those results, please put it in the comments so we can all learn from it. If you want to join me in my Reset Academy, I talk about this stuff all the time in my academy, trying to give my favorite fasting tips and help people really succeed at fasting. So you can join me over there. Just put Reset Academy in the notes. But as always, I'm here to give you evidence, as much evidence as I can, that fasting and food is your door into better metabolic health. I love fasting, but when we pair it with amazing foods like apple cider vinegar, I mean, it shows us once again, we don't need to get overcomplicated with weight loss. We just need to be smart. And all these studies are proving that. So don't give up on yourself. You can do it. Here's a little tip that I hope helps. Let me know in the comments if you appreciated that. As always, I'm cheering you on loudly. I hope you're hearing me, and I want you to succeed with all your health endeavors. Hope that helps. I know you're struggling to lose weight. It may be your fasting length. So in this video, I'm going to show you the perfect fasting length to unstick weight loss. In fact, it's such an incredible tool for weight loss. I think you should start with fasting before you change your food to be able to get into that door in for losing weight.